I was on crack cocaine for 10 years, from 1979 to 1989. I indulged in crack. I was hopelessly addicted to crack. And prior to that, I was addicted to marijuana and the drugs, designer drugs of the 70s. Every time I got off crack, though, I always looked for someone, my friends, my brother, to try and help. And that has been quite a challenge over the years, trying to get addicts, people who've lived very selfishly, to come into a place like this and to let their guard down enough to care about someone else and to be concerned about the program itself.
Well, basically, I just go out and do like side job for them. And on weekends, I help them wash car. You know what I mean? To, to help little incomes to come to for really basically to help all of us. You know what I mean? To buy food, to buy water, you know, and stuff like that.
We've got a motivated group of people. We've got a culture that is united.
Well, me, I already make plans to go back to school, you know, to re-educate myself because I dropped out of school at grade 12. I haven't finished high school, you know, because of my drug use. I started using drugs at a very early age. Been on drugs for like basically 5 years.
Three main drugs that we work with in the Bahamas: crack, marijuana, and alcohol, which is still the #1 killer among all the drugs. But when you look at drug addiction very often changes so much in what a person is. I mean, crack addiction, for example, a person can become addicted to crack in one night because it is so powerful, because the high carries you so high. In one night, you take one hit of crack, and it takes you to the edge of the universe. And then the next hit will take you to Jupiter, and then the next one to the moon, and the next one to the edge of the stratosphere, and the next one to the clouds, and the next one to as high as the lamppost, and the next one you don't go anywhere, but you're still trying to get to the edge of the universe. So you're chasing that high, and you can become addicted in one night as a result of that.
Drugs is really affect people in many different ways, you know what I mean? Even in our country, you know, a lot of people have died from drug use and died from active addiction.
And it's very, very difficult to break. It's difficult to break for a number of reasons. Because of the availability, because of the addiction itself, because of people, the people in the environment, the places that you go, the things that you get used to. And with most addictions, when there are certain things that impact addiction, that causes you to relapse. Relapse is high among addicts, people of all forms. And there's so many things that can cause a relapse. So there's this turnover. But in the midst of that, we have seen over 300 people that have come through our program and remain drug-free.
I realized that, you know, I had a problem, you know, and I was out of control. You know, cocaine had me out of control. So I come to a treatment facility, as BASH, as you already know, you know what I mean? It helped me in tremendous ways because I was drug-free for like about a year, and then I relapsed because of circumstances and difficulties that I had and problems that I didn't really deal with. BASH is a great rehab facility, you know, and it really helped me in a tremendous way. You know, now the day that I'm 5 months clean, you know, and things great, man. You know, life getting better. You know, so I just grateful for the program and from where I am at today, because I can encourage somebody else to, you know what I mean, to uplift their life. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing now, because I realize that I have a problem. You know, it only takes a man to realize he have a problem to deal with this problem, and you know what I mean, and live life on life terms. You know, live life to the fullest, because I'm still young. I'm 22. You know, 22. Man. I didn't even want to be, you know, in a box. you know. Then if I live in the box, then there's no hope for me no more. And if I die, there's no more hope. So I'm just glad to be alive and to realize that I have a problem.